an audience, what comes to your mind when you hear the words Rep Arena? Is it basketball? Is it concerts? Maybe graduation? Rep Arena is a major part of my childhood as I grew up in Lexington, Kentucky, almost my whole life. It is for this reason that I decided to analyze Rep Arena in the community. To me, Rep Arena has always been a huge part of the community as it holds the main attractions for guest speakers, concerts, anything you can imagine possible. And also, of course, the outstanding Kentucky basketball team. Rep Arena is a symbol of Lexington and unites the community of all ages. My goal for this analysis was to unwrap the meaning of Rep Arena and what it meant to groups within the community. Primarily, I researched how the arena united the community and why its structure complemented various events. The layout of this arena is so versatile that it can hold up to 24,000 people for the basketball games, but then it can also be reduced to a more intimate setting of around 4,000 people, or anywhere in between. And I've witnessed this as a child as I've been here to see the basketball games where it's filled to the top, and Disney on Ice where all these kids were amazed by the magical characters just skating around the ice, and all the families surrounded to the top. And then the recent Rodney Carrington shows a contrast to this as there was a more intimate setting for an older age group. And this is a prime example of how Rep Arena can be transformed into a different setting for different events. The director of the arena management, Carl Hall, stated, "We are host to numerous concerts, family shows, motorsports events, and trade shows throughout the year, as well as proudly being the home court of the University of Kentucky men's basketball team." Rep Arena is a public figure of the community of Lexington and holds all the main events and guest speakers. For this reason, he unites the community from the UK student body to families and small children in the suburbs. Secondly, in relation, I also analyzed Rep Arena from the perspective of the basketball players. Not only is Rep Arena a symbol to the community, but it's a home to the former UK players who have now achieved their dreams in the NBA. Keith Bogans, a former UK player, stated, "All the guys who successfully made it and moved on in their careers." So basically, Rep Arena is more than an arena. It's an atmosphere and a place where dreams come true for some people. And many former basketball players who have been recruited for the University of Kentucky have played their first and last games here before they went off to the NBA. Well, that's pretty crazy. As a student at the University of Kentucky, I also felt it was important to find the perspective of the student body and how Rep Arena builds school spirit. So I interviewed 2 students. One student, Sam Green, agreed that Rep Arena is a huge part of school spirit and it unites the student body. Said that there are many different labels and different organizations that divide the student body, but on game day, everyone wears blue and everyone's up in the stands supporting their Wildcats. But in contrast, he also said that an improvement to Rep Arena would be to increase its size so that it could hold more students for more school spirit. I also interviewed another student by the name of Lauren Childs. She's lived in Lexington her whole life, so she's a bit different from Sam. She graduated in Rep Arena, so it's a big part of her life. She said Rep Arena is the best part of UK, and it must be experienced by all visitors and students. I think this is true as it's a big part of school spirit, and in order to feel the real, true, unity within the school, you must experience Rep Arena. She said that, Rep Arena, with its blue and white walls, its hanging national championship banners, and its crazy eruption zone, it really brings the school together, and it really motivates the students to support their team and support their school. On a more personal note, I've experienced Rupp Arena since I was very young, as I grew up in Lexington from a young age. All I can say is that it's really brought me closer to my family, as I've experienced the basketball games every weekend with my dad, cheering on the Wildcats, eating popcorn in the stands, getting hot dogs. Just the whole atmosphere really brought my family together. I remember the magic of Disney on Ice. When I was a kid, my parents took me to see all the skaters, my favorite Disney characters, skating around on the ice. That was really magical for me as a kid, and there were tons of other kids whose eyes were lighting up. In comparison, every year I'd walk around with my family to see the campers and the boats and the pontoons at the motorboat show. Lots of families there. And also the concerts. I went to see Tim McGraw, Taylor Swift, screaming out at Brad Paisley with all my best friends. Those are memories I'm always going to keep dear to my heart. I think for me, Rupp Arena holds a lifetime of memories from when I was really young. Seeing Disney on Ice, the inspiration of Big Blue Madness in college. It's always going to be a part of my life. And in conclusion, I found that Rupp Arena is a symbol to the community, as well as individuals all over the country. From Lexington-grown children like me to out-of-state basketball players, Rupp Arena has touched their lives. I want you to take away that Rupp Arena is more than just the #1 arena in the Southeastern Conference. It's a place where dreams come true and the community unites as one.